Alright guys, welcome to the first the first video on this course, how to start YouTube automation, right? How to start YouTube automation without, using paid software. A lot of courses out there right now are teaching you how to do YouTube automation, and they are, putting it at very high prices. But come to think of it, this YouTube automation is something that you can actually do for free, you can learn for free. So you don't actually need to pay anybody for anything. You can do everything for free from start to finish using free tools. But I'm going to be showing you my own strategy to um, creating YouTube scripts, the voiceover, the AI, and everything in between for absolute free. You don't even need to, pay for softwares, pay for 11 labs, and all the rest of all those things, right? So I'm going to be showing you all these things for free. So first of all, we're going to be learning how to find profitable YouTube niches. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to find profitable YouTube niches. So first of all, we're going to just ask ChatGPT to generate like 10 niches. So I just paste it inside of ChatGPT, so it should give me some profitable niches. So it says finance, blah blah blah, investing, tech review, side hustles, productivity, documentary. Yeah, now documentary and true crime are two niches which are very 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 one like very high. So I think we're going to be seeing more of documentary and true crime. So we're going to be doing documentary. So we're going to copy that documentary. Okay, let me see what exactly it gave us. So programming. Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're going to be doing a documentary video. So Control C. So Control V. So I'm going to be asking ChatGPT to give me 10 hot titles on documentary. Alright, so it already gave me this thing. So I say here are 10 documentary style YouTube videos titles that are based on topics with consistent viewer interests. I say how one company quietly took over the internet, the billion-dollar mistake that destroyed the tech giants, the rise and fall of the world's richest kingdom, why this city was built then completely abandoned. Right. So basically you need to just go to YouTube, sorry. So go to YouTube. Okay, you can be able to see this video right here. Yeah, I think I just need to allow the ads to skip.
There are over 1 billion cows on this planet raised for food. 9 billion chickens slaughtered every single year just in the United States.
Right, so basically this channel right here is just using a couple of images. Right, so the guy just generated an image from AI and then stitched all of them together, then added a voiceover to it. Right, well, since you'll be using mostly free tools, I'm not sure you can be able to generate the amount of images that will make this video, because approximately this thing can take like 100 images to do. Let's say 100 images, because I think for each image it takes about 3 seconds and then he switches over to the next image. So let me see.
It's sheep, pigs, goats, rabbits, deer. Entire industries built around eating animals.
Yeah, each image lasts for like 3 seconds to 3 to 5 seconds. So if you calculate that by this 8 minute video, that means it can be like up to 100 images which were generated, and that is going to actually cost you quite some money. Remember that we're going to be using free tools for this, right? All right, so now what we're going to do right now is to generate stories, right? So I'm going to go to ChatGPT and tell it, let me see a very nice, okay? How this one tiny island controls this. Now I'm going to copy that and then go to Grok. Now remember, Grok cannot, okay, yeah, Grok. You can actually use the Grok from Twitter, from X, or you can also use the Grok directly from the address bar, like the main Grok website, so grok.com. So why we are going to be using Grok is that Grok is like, it's so in touch with the current, the current happenings. So it's a nice AI model, even better than ChatGPT in my books. So you can be able to pull out current information. So what you're going to do is to prompt Grok right now. So write me a very extensive. So basically, you'll be making 10 minutes videos, right? 10 minutes videos, 10 to 15 minutes videos for this for this tutorial. We're going to be making just 10 minutes videos so that we can be able to finish it on time and upload. So write me a very extensive 10 minutes video script on this topic. Now you need to prompt Grok, because if you just send this in, Grok is going to give you some, like, there is a way it will prompt it to make the whole, the whole output, it will be somehow, because you need to start formatting and all those things. But you need to prompt it so that it will give it to you in a way that a TTS, that's a text to speech AI model, can be able to read it out loud. So that's why I'm going to prompt it right below and say, okay, make it in such a way that an AI TTS model can read it aloud. Then divide, put them in paragraphs. Right. So this prompt right here is very, very important. So it will ensure that Grok doesn't give you something that will be so difficult that you start you still have to start formatting it all over again. So I'm going to send this to Grok and see what it gives me. All right, so it's searching the internet for a whole lot of information. So this is why I like Grok. So Grok has, internet website web access, like it has direct web access, and also it has access to Twitter, that's X. It has access to X. So it can be able to pull in trending information and all those things, and build a very robust and a very nice and beautiful, extensively and comprehensively written script for you. So just have to allow it to do its thing. Okay, it's still going through the whole process. Okay, this is wonderful. All right, all right. So see how one tiny island controls global trade. So have you ever wondered what really keeps the global economy moving? Every single day, thousands of enormous container ships carry everything from smartphones and sneakers to oil, grain, and car parts across the ocean. All right, now this is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Right, so now all you have to do right now is to copy all of this. You have to copy all of this. So copy, Control C. Now open up your Google Docs. So Docs, open up Google Docs and paste that in there. So Control V to paste that. Now go to Google AI Studio. So type Google AI Studio on your web browser or your search bar on the address bar. Click on the first one. All right, click on the first one. All right, look at this, generate speech. Click on generate speech, so we can just go hop on generate speech. So click on generate speech. So it can lead you directly to generate speech straight up, right? So right here we have the Gemini 3.1 Flash TTS preview. Okay. So click on turn text. Now remember, click on that turn text to speech. So now there is one thing you need to understand when when creating these AI voices. If you take these whole scripts, right? If you take the whole scripts and paste it into this place, is actually going to turn out very badly because the way this Google Gemini 3.1 Flash works is that it actually works in chunks. So if you take a whole lot of information and feed into the AI is going to produce, it will produce a very bad, output for you. So you need to, cut all these things in paragraphs and then feed it into the AITTS one at a time, so that the volume output, sorry, the audio output is going to be one that is going to, retain that human like nature to it. So don't copy and paste everything. Copy it in paragraphs. So I'm going to delete this. So I'm just going to go back here. You can actually go to your Google Docs, but let me just use this one on Grok. So, like I said, copy paragraph by paragraph by paragraph. So, Control C, this is the first paragraph, paste it here. Now, the next thing you have to do is to choose your speaker, right? So, you can go over here, look at this sidebar here. So, click on this. Now, you can be able to see a couple of voices here. So, we have this guy.
What idea do you want to bring to life?
So,
What
basically, I
idea do you
usually
want to bring to
use,
life?
okay, let me pause this. Basically, I usually use this guy because this includes, let me see, includes this voice, right? This speaker has like the voice is actually giving. So for documentary, I usually use this.
Ready to build something awesome today?
So as you can see, it has kind of a breathy and lower pitch intonation. So I usually use this include, so you can be able to you can use this if you want, but this is the best. This is the one I usually use for documentaries because it gives me that kind of documentary vibes. Right, so click on it and make sure it's selected. And once you have that, click on run. Now, like I said, you need to, generate this thing chunk by chunk, paragraph by paragraph, so that the speech or the audio remains high quality. So let me generate this one first.
Have you ever wondered what really keeps the global economy moving?
So I'm going to pause on this. So it's actually still, running behind the scenes. So once it generates the audio, I'm going to download that. And then you're going to do the same for all of this. So this is the first stage, right? This is the first stage. The first stage is generating all of this. Generate all of this audio. So you need to take them paragraph by paragraph. So once the other paragraph is done, I'll just download. Okay, it's not yet done. So once it's done, I will download that and then copy this next paragraph and then paste and then download too. Then you need to get all of your audio. You have to get everything set. And then once you have all of your audio set, you can now move to the next stage. So, but for now, this is where we're going to be stopping on this video. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to, get your images for free, stock images and everything, and then how to stitch them all together. So, but make sure you've generated all of your audio because we're going to be using those audio later on. You're going to be using them. So make sure you generate them one at a time. Like I said, don't put too much information here. If you put too much information, the audio is going to turn out bad, and it's going to be it's going to turn out choppy. So look at this one. That's Google AI Gemini, Google Gemini TTS. That's Google Gemini 3.1 Flash.
Have you ever wondered what really keeps the global economy?
All right, wonderful. So I just download that. So this is like a minute. Normally, you shouldn't get past a minute. If you get past a minute, the voice starts sounding terrible. So let me click on.
Rose from a swampy trading post to become one of the most powerful forces shaping international commerce today.
Now, if you notice, the audio quality at the start
Have
and the
you ever
one at
wondered what
the
really
ending is not the
keeps the
same.
global economy moving? Every single day, thousands of enormous container ships carry everything.
Now this is why you need to put it in chunks. So I think this is actually too much. So make sure that the paragraph, the total text content is not so big. If it's so big, the audio starts getting choppy and starts getting rushed. So you need to give Gemini 3.1 Flash enough, like as little as possible, as little text as possible, so that it can give you the best, audio output. So let me play the last part so you can see that it sounds rushed.
Island rose from a swampy trading post to become one of the most powerful forces shaping international commerce today. Have you ever wondered?
All right, but I will just allow that. So moving forward, you don't have to, put in too much text. So you can just, copy a couple of paragraphs and paste it here so that it will give you that nice and wonderful audio that is required. So let me download this. So what you're going to do is to do the same for all of this, all of this. So do the same for all of this. Then once we have the audio, I'm going to show you how to, stitch the audios together. And then once you stitch the audios together, we'll now get into the next, which is, creating the videos. We're going to source um, images, videos, and then even use AI generated images and videos where necessary for free. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.